everybody, how you doing? Welcome to Virtual Improv. You notice that everything looks different now. We got like a fancy new background. It looks like David Bowie's face and all kinds of good stuff. We got lots of fun times. So why don't we go ahead and introduce the cast of improvisers for you tonight. Starting off, we got Amy, Robert, or Rob, Danny P, Mike, Liz Drakowski, Meg Cynic, Josh Budman, Ronnie Pascal. Oh, he didn't know the camera was on. Ronnie, you're on camera. Ronnie. Yeah, I'll say, oh, sorry, he usually tries. And that's our cast. That's everybody. And me. Hello, everybody. How you doing? How's it going? Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching the show today. We got a lot of fun games. So I've done a lot of technical changes and things like that to the show. So if there's something going awry, please put it in the chat. We have foster cats, to add a caveat to what you just said, Danny. And they're very cute, and they're behind Meg. One of them is. They're very cute cats, or kittens. Yeah, especially, yeah, if they're up in the air in front of my green screen, that would be really bad. So we have a lot of fun stuff planned for you guys today. A lot of good times. Please, if you can, keep those one-word suggestions coming. I see we already have a lot in the chat. I'm going to have to dig back for a few of them, but there's a lot of good ones already here. Yeah, so let's get started with our first game of the evening. We have my keyboard didn't work correctly. Oh, it's Control Shift 1. Aha! Radio call-in. This is going to be a radio call-in show. It's going to be hosted by Josh and Mike. They are going to receive calls on a very particular subject. I'm going to go to the chat. If anyone has any new ones to throw out there, let's get them out there as soon as you can. But let's go with I think it was Slam was the first one we got from yeah, Slam. So your one-word suggestion is Slam. Timeout. Chat. Can you hear me? What is happening? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Guys, can you hear the other people on at all? Oh, we're on the wrong screen as well. Hey guys, everyone in the cast talk. Okay. Oh, that's okay. Alright, so I'm seeing levels from them. Let's see. Oh boy. Okay, I think. So they don't hear anything right now? I'm gonna. Hold on a second. All right, you guys keep talking. Ah! Share my screen. Yeah. Hold on a second. We're going to debug. All right, I'm seeing levels on our end. I'm seeing yeah, I see Danny talking on desktop audio. Also, I'm hearing like crazy echo. You know what? It's probably going on. All right, it's probably. All right, let me think for a second. Audio, speaker, speaker. She can't even hear me? Hello, Jenny. Can you hear me? What is going on here? Can you? All right, so you guys can hear me just fine. I see my levels going up and down when I talk in the microphone, and I see the desktop audio levels going up and down when they talk. And you guys can probably hear this. You can? Oh yeah, you guys can hear me, but you guys can't hear anyone on the Zoom chat. Guys, yeah. All right. Guys, they can hear me right now.
Well, monitor and output is fine, but you had monitor only, which is why they couldn't hear us. Right, but if you have it on monitor only, like if you open that drop down again, it says monitor only, mute output. Output is what goes to the stream. So it's muting desktop audio if you have it on there. They can hear me. Great.
I want to hear Danny too.
Okay, chat, can you hear the cast? Everybody in the whole cast talk at the same time.
Did we do it? Did we fix it?
Hello.
We're talking. We're talking. We're talking here. Being back.
Yes, all right, we did it. Thanks for Danny's help. Oh,
Applause! Applause!
Guys, hey, I think we had a pretty good record of no technical difficulties. I mean, we had some, but like not, extreme technical difficulty up till this point. And also now my green screen's crapping out. It's okay. We'll get it. Oh, that's even worse. Anyway, I'm not going to focus on that. Let's just focus on our first game, which is radio calling, like I said. hosted by Mike and Josh. And without further ado, your suggestion is let's give you a new one just because it's been there for a minute. From the chat, I see the word gravy.
All right. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to WKWDW. I am the Gravy Man, Slick Jim, and we have my co-host over here.
Hello, I'm Francis, and I am the Gravy Master.
That's Francis for you, always slow and smooth. How was your week, Francis?
Oh, it was pleasant. I ate some pleasant sauces, LaRue, if you will. Watched some film noir with my pet cats. How was yours?
I was fast going, just going really quick. I had a whole bunch of chicken this week, just dipping in all the different sauces, and smooth as gravy, as they say.
Marvelous. Well, shall we get to today's show?
Yes, let's do it. Let's see here. Oh, we already have callers coming in. We didn't even say what we're going to talk about.
Oh, yes, perfect. Well, I wanted to talk about gravy, but anyway, let's start with Bob from Connecticut. Bob, you are on.
Oh, hi, am I on?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Bob. I'm a big fat boy. I'm a fat boy, yeah. Lick me up and down and call me a roly-poly boy, you bad boys.
Hello,
And
Bob.
what's your question for us?
Do you want to cover me in oils? Do you want to call me a big fat pig?
That sounds potentially pleasant.
Oink, oink, baby. I'm from Connecticut. I got a lot of money. That's all I'm saying. I'm a big
next
fat pig.
All right, boop. Next caller. Let's see who we got here. Who's next? We got Rita from Long Island. Rita, you there? All right, next caller, Derek from the sofa.
Hey, am I on?
Yes, you're on. Please talk to us about gravy.
All right. Okay. My biggest turn on is when I make the gravy, but somebody else, they pour it over their turkey. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. I actually can fully connect with you on that. Absolutely. Are you
so
a
for
white
me-
meat or dark meat kind of guy?
Oh, I like all of them. I like the entire bird. I bones and all. I mean, if the gravy is shared, that's usually what I enjoy the most. I enjoy giving of my cooking. Yeah.
Wow, Derek, you sound like a really considerate person, making your own gravy and then bringing it to the party and letting everyone share it. Wow, what a great guy you are.
Very
Isn't that right?
friendly. Very, very friendly. We appreciate that on the show.
You're very welcome, and I'm glad that I was able to finally talk to him. A longtime gravy listener and an even longer gravy enthusiast, if you know what I mean. Thank you so much for taking my call. Bye now.
Goodbye. Well, I believe next we have a caller, Anthony from Brooklyn. Anthony, please speak.
Hey, I'm on the air. I'm a long-time caller, first-time listener. Yeah. So I took a phone call earlier today, and a little kid asked if my refrigerator was running, and I said he was training for a marathon. And then the kid laughed really hard, and I need to talk to someone about it because I'm having a hard day because of that.
Were you insulted about the child laughing at your refrigerator for working hard?
Yeah, I mean, like, my refrigerator is famous for running 26.2 miles on the dot. It's the fastest refrigerator in the entire world. And I'm just like, I don't know why you want to laugh at my refrigerator, man, because, like, Tony from Brooklyn, you guys know who I am, right?
Yes, I've seen your ad. I've seen his ads on the subway.
Yeah.
Taking the F train. Yes.
Yeah, so, like, I just want to work through some things right now because, like, I'm not feeling good about this.
Tony, have you tried gravy?
Yeah, I mean, like, my mom's gravy, very good. God rest her soul.
Oh, is she dead?
Yeah, my mom died making gravy for me. And that's one thing I could never get over. And that's one thing I got to work through.
Well, Tony, now's the chance for you to make that work. You gotta just find your mother's gravy. She must have left you a cup in the fridge you were talking about earlier.
Yes, your
And-
hardworking
and
fridge.
you just need to down that gravy in her memory.
Oh, man. Thank you guys so much.
You're quite welcome. Good luck in your refrigerator's endeavors.
Thank you.
All right, we got time for 1 to 2 more calls, maybe.
Yes. Yes. Up here we have Amanda from Anchorage, Alaska. Amanda, you are on air.
Long time listener, first time caller. I just want to say I really appreciate y'all's presence during my walks. I've been trying to expand my palate, and I've been cooking a lot, but it's just my food's so dry. You know, like I've been working on this chicken dish. It's chicken, salt,
Yes. I can see it.
and a plate. It's on a plate. And I don't know, I'm just missing something. I'm parched. I don't know. It's just I don't know.
Have you tried drinking some water?
Mm.
When I'm
Yeah,
parched, I usually drink lots of water.
that could be it. That could be it. I've been drinking out of cups a lot, but I don't know. My plate, it looks like a desert. You
Have
know,
you-
like potatoes. I've tried.
Have you tried moving to a more humid climate?
Oh, there's snow everywhere here.
Have you tried eating outside in the snow?
Good idea. Yes, I'd love to do that. Look straight into the sun. Sit in some snow. Maybe that'll wet my plate.
Have you tried copious amounts of salt that will pull the liquid out of the meat into your mouth?
Yes. I usually just go on suck a whale, but that's an Alaska thing. You know, head down to the seashore, lick a whale.
Very interesting.
I'll
Well,
do
I apologize we're not able to solve your problems, Amanda, but we appreciate a wonderful caller from the Great West.
Man, I'll try someone else.
Goodbye.
All right, I think that's all the time we had for today's episode.
Yes, I'm quite disappointed that last call was not about gravy, but I love helping.
I just didn't know what she was asking.
Me neither, but you know, listeners. Well, actually, my understanding is we actually have one more quick one. We can have a call for one more, and apparently we have a call from Johnny Cash from Folsom Prison.
Hello there. Hello, am I on the air?
Hi, Johnny.
Hey, if my voice doesn't sound much like myself, it's just because I have a cold. FYI.
That's okay. So
Do you
what?
wait? Do you know who I am?
Yeah, Johnny
Famous
Cash.
chamber,
Yeah.
famous chamber musician, Jonathan Cash,
Johnny Cash. I'm a country singer.
violinist extraordinaire.
Wow, I usually don't get this response. Well, I was I was calling in just to talk about some of my favorite food that we get served here in the prison, and that's the mashed potatoes with gravy. Since y'all are talking about gravy today, I thought I'd call in and just let you know it's something I look forward to every Tuesday here in Folsom Prison, and I am absolutely stricken with shame at the fact that you did not know who I am, so I'm going to go ahead and just take my answer off the air. I didn't ask a question, but I'm leaving.
He's a very talented violinist.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
What are some of his hits?
Etude.
Oh, I'll have to check that out off the air. That'd be
Of course. Well, it's about time I get back to my cat. He's very hungry.
good. Hmm.
So time to sign
Yeah.
off.
Okay, well, yeah, I gotta go to the kitchen and make me a new pot of gravy to keep going for tomorrow.
Wonderful.
So
All right.
so
Farewell,
I say-
viewers, listeners, all that. Goodbye.
yeah, keep gravying on.
All right, that was our radio call-in show. Guys, it's been so crazy this first beginning of the thing. I made a makeshift spotlight for my green screen out of cardboard, aluminum foil, and gaffer's tape, and some screen I had lying around, and it melted. It almost started a fire while that scene was going on. So that's what I was doing. That's what was going on over there. There was a little like bad burning rubber smell. It's okay now.
It looks
So-
really nice, though.
Yeah, now it looks better, but this thing doesn't work anymore. But anyway,
You look beautiful, Chris.
you all look beautiful. And speaking of looking beautiful, it's time for our second game, Actor's Nightmare. All right, in this game, we have Liz and Danny. Liz will be reading off of a script that Danny doesn't even know. And Liz is going to be reading one side of that script, and Danny is going to be improvising the other side. So, without further ado, let's get him started.
Well, I need to close now.
Oh, Bethany, I've just been having the best time hanging out and talking with you. If I have to head on down the road, though, you know I will.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you know it. You know everything about me coming into this bar and having my drinks and laying my troubles on you. Gosh, sometimes I feel like a burden.
That was my wife's father's place originally.
Oh, really? Your wife's father came in here and he would tell you all his troubles? Yeah, well, glad to be carrying on the tradition as seeing as the old man can't.
We lived in Temple, Texas for many years. Raised a family there in Temple. We came out here about 4 years ago.
Oh, well. Temple's a nice town. I've been through there once or twice, but I'm glad you made it here.
If that's the way you want to put it.
Listen, I'm not coming on to you or anything like that. I hope you understand. You're married. You're a married woman. You got you a wife. I mean, I enjoy your company is all.
Sir?
Sir, Bethany, will you treat me with such lack of affection? I come in here just about every day.
I don't know. I couldn't say.
I can say I was here yesterday. I was here the day before that, enjoying your fine draft beers and your fine company as well. And don't take that as a come on, please.
Call it?
Call it whatever you want. Call it friendship. Call it agreeability on my part or yours.
For what?
For the sake of the lonely old man, I suppose. I just, ever since the kids moved out, it's just me sitting around at home with the dog, and it's a good dog, but it ain't the best company.
Well, we need to know what it is we're calling for here.
Well, we're calling for a moving forward in such a way as you and such that I can't. Gosh, I'm getting all tongue tied. I just want a place to drink.
I didn't put nothing up.
you're right. Maybe I was misreading some signals. Maybe maybe I thought that this was going somewhere, but I
No.
realize you're right. I realize it isn't. My mistake. My mistake, ma'am.
Look, I got to know what I stand to win.
Hold on a minute. Stand to win.
How's
Well,
that?
how's that? Well, I can't provide much for you, but I mean, are you asking me? Are you asking me out?
All right, heads then.
Oh, hold on a minute. Heads, I'm not asking for anything special. I'd be willing to return the favor though.
Sir?
That's all the script.
I figured out what it was.
I thought
my
you might.
God.
Does anybody else want to guess? I'm just curious if anyone else recognized it. Other than-
Crocodile Dundee.
No.
Yep, it was
Anyone
Crocodile Dundee.
Anyone in the chat know what it is?
Hamilton.
It's not Crocodile Dundee. It's not Hamilton. It's
Danny, you want to say it?
It's No Country for Old Men.
I knew you'd get it. Wow.
Oh.
it's
That's really impressive.
Jord Wars is
Brando.
correct. It is Ferris Bueller. Was it Glass Menagerie? Oh, huh. Secret Garden. Why are
Secret Garden.
people are garden centric right now? Oh, it's a menagerie, a garden. All right. Well, speaking of those things, it's time for the third game in the evening, which is the dating game. And so we're gonna have Meg is going to be a contestant on the dating game. She's looking for love, and Amy, Ronnie, and Rob are going to be on the show. So we're gonna use some of
I'm
your
gonna go on mute. I can't hear it. You guys
yes,
can't.
Meg is gonna disappear. She can't hear anybody. And we're gonna go to the chat, and we're gonna use some of your amazing suggestions. Yeah, Meg can't hear anything. No one can see you right now, Meg, either. I should bring her back on the screen. There we go. So what do we got? How about, all right. Let's see. Oh my God. Someone who recently just became vegan. Someone who hates astrology with a passion. Compares every woman to his mother. Knows the secret language of chairs. Oh God, that's a good one. If any of these are calling out to you, just take them.
Can I do the mother one?
Yes.
I got chairs. I want chairs.
You want chairs? All right. Let's see. Is afraid of porta potties. Let's see. You're taking
take
that
that.
one? All right.
Yeah.
So these guys are going. She's going to ask them a bunch of questions about, compatibility, crap like that, and she's going to have to try to guess what these guys are. So let's just go really quickly back through them. Rob.
I am deathly afraid of porta potties.
Okay. Amy.
I understand the secret language of chairs.
And Ronnie.
I very much love my mother, right? That's what it was?
You compare every woman to your mother.
Every woman. Gotcha.
Okay, and let's get her back in here. And she's coming back, and we'll start the show. Yeah, we're going. Come back in. Come back in.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, and everybody, this is gonna be the wrong music, but it's the dating game. We got Meg, our lovely contestant here, and we got 3 eligible bachelorette people, And Meg, why don't you ask them some questions, get to know your 3 bachelor contestants.
Oh I'm so excited to meet all of you bachelory people. Oh God, I haven't had a date in so long. This is great. I'll just kick it off. So contestant number 1, Rob, where would you take me on a romantic date?
Oh, we're going someplace with an established restroom. Let me just say, I like to go to restaurants where it's safe. Outdoor seating is fine. I just want to make sure that I can get into the proper facilities when necessary. I don't go for that, how would we say, temporary structure kind of thing.
Wow. Okay. I gotcha. All right. Bachelor number 2, Amy, why don't you tell me, What's something like a fun little surprise that you would plan for a special occasion for us?
Oh, Adirondack, that's such a good question. I don't want you to think I'm off my rocker or anything, but I would take you out to the woods, like where it all begins, and maybe we could hear the beginnings of the language, like right where it all starts. We could listen to the trees. Wouldn't that be great?
Oh, that sounds real nice, real rustic, just real pleasant. Okay. Bachelor number 3. A big family is really important to me. So tell me about what's your relationship with your family like?
Oh my God, my relationship with my family is amazing. Um, sometimes I'm like swiping through Tinder and I'm like, some of these people look a lot like the people in my family. And I swipe right on all those people because, man, I just want someone just like who I was like brought up by. And I'm just like, that's what I need in my life, right? Um, my mom, my dad, my brother, we all get along so good. Uh, but like, there's only one person, and like, I'm genetically that. So I'm just like, that's what I need in my life.
Hmm. I totally relate to that. I love my family too. All right, bachelor number 1. So one of the things that I love doing is going to music festivals. I love like going out and like just being out there with all these people, and like you have limited amenities. Like what's your favorite festival you've ever been to, or event or something like that?
I love museums. I love museums. I like where everything has been laid out for centuries and I have a walking path and I can find all of the amenities and they haven't moved. I love plumbing that has been set into stone for generations. I love a sink fixture that is obviously Art Nouveau, but has never been trucked around someplace constantly, leaving you no idea whether or not it'll actually be available when you need it. I love certainty. I love to be able to set in stone my plans, and when nature calls, I love to be ready.
Hmm. Bachelor number 2, I know you love nature too. Tell me about like a fun trip you've been on.
Oh, that's a great question. I don't trip often. Usually I'm seated. And I guess I would say, well, one time I like I, I chased my hero around the country. There's a really big one off of Route 5, and I just I, I if I were to take you on a trip, I think I would go somewhere where I could teach you all the knowledge I've gotten from this wonderful community. You know, uh, where we could stand on all 4 legs and really hear what they have to say. I could teach you the language.
I love that. That's really beautiful.
Right. Just get right under that butt, right there.
Okay. Oh, okay. Wow. All right. We're already going there under my butt. All right. All right. Bachelor number 3. I love the theater. What's your favorite play?
Oh man, when I was growing up, my mom brought me to so many plays. She really loved Hamilton, and I hope you do too, because that's like primo theater right there, right? Um, I also love Guys and Dolls because my mom loved Guys and Dolls, and I just like she rubbed off on me. And I just hope that you're the same way.
Well, I honestly, there's this play by Sophocles that I love too. It's really beautiful.
Okay, all right. Why don't you go ahead and give us a guess? All right, so who do you think Rob was?
Rob, contestant number 1, is afraid of porta potties, and I know this because that was the sample suggestion I put in the chat.
Oh no!
Why did you pick that one?
I saw it. I was scanning. It's skimming.
He was scanning the horizon and he saw a porta potty. had to do
all I see is colors. I don't see. I see white and green and anyway. not
I
okay.
think Amy is a chair.
Close.
Close, very close. I can converse. You know, I understand what
She
they-
knows the secret language of chairs.
That's great. I love that.
That's a really great suggestion. Whoever came up with that one. And
And Ronnie's obsessed with his mommy. He's a mommy's boy.
Yeah,
Compares-
pretty much.
compares everyone to his mother. Oh, sorry.
What was it?
I compare everyone to my mommy.
Oh, okay, cool. Awesome.
All right, everybody come back in here. Let's move it on to the next game in the old Gameroni list. Let's see. Up next, we have a little game called Challenge. Also, you'll notice those text objects I put in there are still floating in space. That's because I don't know what I'm doing. We're going to have a masterful debate here. It's going to be moderated by Danny. Danny, why don't you take it away? We just need a suggestion from the audience. Let's see what we got. I see. Let's use the word menagerie.
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 Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your C-SPAN forum. Today, we are talking about traveling zoos, ethical or not. To debate the topic, we've brought in all sorts of experts on traveling shows, experts on animals and their health and well-being. To get us started, we're going to turn to Meg Cynic. Meg, what is your view on traveling menageries?
So with a traveling menagerie, it's actually better than a stationary menagerie because then the animals get to see the world. So they, it's in a zoo, they just see the inside of their cages, but when they're traveling, they get to look outside of their cages and
Challenge.
Yes, your
When
challenge.
animals are in zoos, they also get to see people staring at them.
Please tell us more about the view from the zoo.
So when you're in the zoo, you not only get to look in at the other animals, you can look out at the people looking in at you. And those people might be older people and younger people. They might be eating or staring or yelling or crying, laughing, all sorts of emotions.
Challenge.
Challenge.
Chris, your challenge.
The animals are the ones that are free, and we're the ones who are really in cages.
Tell us about how we are all in cages of our own mind.
We make our prisons, man. The world is a cage that we've created with our thoughts, man. Everybody around you is just another person caught inside
Challenge.
Liz, your challenge.
The best song of the 90s was that song by the Smashing Pumpkins about us all being rats in a cage.
Tell us more.
I think it goes without saying that the Smashing Pumpkins kind of went downhill after that, and like
Challenge. The
Amy, your challenge.
Smashing Pumpkins never went downhill because that cover of Landslide will live on forever.
Fuck yeah. Go on.
And the Simpsons cameos. So,
Challenge.
okay.
Ronnie, your challenge.
There are just some songs that don't ever need to be covered. Why cover a classic when it's already perfect? I mean, we already got Fleetwood Mac. Why do we need Billy Corgan?
Challenge.
Sir Anthony Hopkins, your challenge.
Well, tell that to Johnny Cash for covering Hurt by 9 Inch Nails.
Ooh, an excellent point. How great is that song?
That song is so great that it nearly killed Johnny Cash. And the only thing that could have killed Johnny Cash was his own damned greatness. That man made 4, 5, 6 different albums named America, and each one of them was a distinct view of America. There was not one living being who didn't want to be on an album with Johnny Cash.
Meg,
Challenge.
challenge.
I have never to this day thought I'd like to be on an album with Johnny Cash. That thought has never crossed my mind.
Okay, and why is that?
I've never thought about it before. I'm not really a professional musician. I don't know Johnny Cash. I have other things going on in my life. So I am a living being that's never.
Challenge.
Mike, your challenge.
There's nothing else going on in our lives.
Okay, yes. Why is that?
So we're stuck inside like animals in a cage, and we're looking out at the world and seeing the world around us, but also looking in.
Amy, your challenge.
This is depressing.
Okay, and lighten the mood.
Oh, great. How about you guys ever think about kittens? There you go.
Challenge.
Meg, yes. Oh, Meg's got her own little menagerie.
Oh, what a button, Danny. What a button you just laid out there for everybody. Ah,
Cute
wow.
as a button.
Mm.
The cat, I mean, not you, Danny.
Oh, he's cute as a button. Don't
No, he's kind of cute.
All right, yeah, never mind. All right, how's everybody doing out there in the chat? Is the audio good? Are we good? Technical difficulties far behind us. Doing great. Just in time for our next game, and this is going to be an interesting one. I just need everybody to flood the chat with numbers between 1 and let's say 8. Just numbers between 1 and 8. The first 3 are what I'm going to take. I'll wait. Oh, I should put the Jeopardy music on here. All right, we got 4. 4 on the board. 2, 6. All right, here we go. The next game is not challenge. I just played 2 at the same time. That's what you heard. The next game is number words. So each of the improvisers is only going to be able to do any of their lines with a set number of words. So let's get started and let's assign. 4 is going to go to, let's say, Ronnie. 2 is going to go to Liz. And 6 is going to go to, is it Josh? No, is it Rob?
It's Robbie.
Rob, you got 6. Okay. And for your one-word suggestion to get started, let's go with the word.
What was my number again? I wasn't paying attention.
2, the deuce.
2.
You got the deuce. And the one-word suggestion is going to be, I lost them all in the chat. I really want to honor your efforts, guys. Penguin. Wait, we used penguin already, right? We'll use penguin again. Your suggestion is penguin.
Rob, where'd you go?
He's a walk-on.
Oh, right. That's right. Come back later.
Rob's going to do what we
I
call a
forgot how we were
walk-on.
playing this game. Oh.
Man, it's cold out here.
It is.
I brought a blanket.
Brr. Chilly.
Will you just listen?
I am.
But like for real?
Fine. Okay.
I have something
Oh, what?
I love you a lot.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Ever since yesterday, I
You what?
love you so much.
It's early.
It's cold out here,
You're scared.
metaphorically and a little physical.
Let's wait.
Till tomorrow or forever.
I mean,
Hey, kids, you can't sleep here.
oh shit.
Who is this guy?
Who am I? Who are you?
I'm
Mr. McGillicuddy.
Mr. McGillicuddy killed boys.
Only when they slept upon benches.
I don't want to die.
You're out.
Yes, and not looking to return.
Leave us alone, please.
You don't.
You don't need to be here.
But where then? Where?
As long as you're together, bliss.
Truer words never spoken.
I'm gonna go take a crap. Bye.
Oh, Ron.
Do you love me?
I do.
Thank you so much.
I was
You could spit it out.
scared? Or
Or what? Or what?
just scared?
Sometimes I'm scared too.
It's cold.
Here, use my blanket.
Thank you.
I really tried to land on some kind of, yeah. We'll get there with the background music. Hopefully it wasn't too obtrusive, guys.
Not too obtrusive for their love.
No,
They
That
just
was so
played it.
pretty.
Yeah.
that was a beautiful short love story you guys just told there. A wonderful thing. Okay, so we got options. It's 10 of. We did have some problems at the top. Do we want to play pillars or do we want to go straight to sex with me? People. Oh, he said something in the chat. Sex with me. I think
Let's
sex
do line games.
line games it
Yeah,
is. Okay.
That's fun.
Guys, we're going to go straight to line games. So, if you can, just put as many one-word suggestions in the chat as you can, because scrolling back, I am losing my mind. I do see a lot of laughing, so that's good. So, all right. So, we're going to play, I think, yeah, let's do a little 8 minutes of sex with me. All right, you're gonna find out what it's like to have sex with us. I love these these one-word suggestions coming in. So, let's pick the first one on the list. Oh, there's a lot of them. This is great. Grief. Sex with me is like grief.
Sex with me is like grief. It happens in several different stages.
Sex with me is like grief. You'll always cry afterwards.
Sex with me is like grief. Good.
Sex with me is like extreme grief. Indescribable.
Sex with me is like grief. You have to go to your counselor afterwards.
Sex with me is like grief. It comes out in a lot of surprising ways.
Sex with me is like grief. It usually only happens after the death of a family member.
Sex with me is like grief. I'm gonna wear all black and there's gonna be some tears.
Sex with me is like grief. You do it in a graveyard. All right, let's pull up the next one. Oh wait, you got one, Robbie?
Sex with me is like grief. Might do it in church.
All right, number 2, cat. There's some low-hanging ones, guys.
Sex with me is like a cat, pet my pussy.
All right, let's go to the next one. All right,
Wait.
all right, Mike has one.
Sex with me is like a cat. I'll whisker you off your feet.
I love it. All right, coffee.
Sex with me is like coffee. Don't talk to me before I've had it.
Sex with me is like coffee. I'll grind your bean.
Sex with me is like coffee. It'll give you the runs.
Sex with me is like coffee, strong and black.
Sex with me. Sex with me is like coffee. I love something warm and dark inside me.
Sex with me is like coffee. Don't burn yourself on this hot stuff.
Sex with me is like coffee. The aroma fills the house and wakes everyone up.
Sex with me is like coffee. You're gonna get covered in cream.
Sex with me is like coffee. I like a fine grind.
Sex with me is like coffee. It only costs $2.
Sex with me is like spilled coffee and be hotting all over your pants.
Sex with me is like coffee. I'm such a drip.
Sex with me is like coffee, pretty espresso.
Sex with me is like coffee. A man named Juan Valdez put it in the can.
Sex with me is like coffee. I'm gonna spill on you, and you're gonna sue me.
Sex with me is like coffee. It's not ethically sourced.
Sex with me is like coffee. People line up to use my bathrooms.
Sex with me is like coffee. You'll be Dunkin' D's nuts.
Sex with me is like coffee at Starbucks. I'm gonna yell your name wrong.
Sex with me is like coffee. We gonna do it every morning.
Sex with me is like coffee. There's hidden cocaine.
Sex with me is like coffee, whole bean.
Okay, there's one called channels. Channels. Let's do it. Sex with me is like channels.
Sex with me is like channels. It's always changing.
Sex with me is like channels. I prefer the English.
Sex with me is like channels. Even though you paid for it, there's nothing good on.
Sex with me is like channels. In the era of streaming, irrelevant.
Sex with me is like channels because in the 90s you might see a boob.
Sex with me is like channels. Oh, go ahead, Meg.
Sex with me is like channels. I'm a fox.
Sex with me is like channels. I'm straight, Gibraltar.
Sex with me is like channels. Let me like paint the scene for a second. There's a vibrator in my butt. Don't touch that dial.
That was supposed to be a vibrator.
Sex with me is like channels. There'll be cable involved.
All right, let's go with fire. That's a tough one.
Sex with me is like fire. It's gonna burn.
Sex with me is like fire. It starts with sparks and ends with a burn.
Sex with me is like fire. You're gonna need to extinguish her.
Sex with me is like fire. I hope you brought a lot of fuel.
Sex with
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, sex with me is like fire because it's a festival no one's showing up to.
Sex with me is like a fire. It all starts with a match.
Sex with me is like fire. Firemen are going to be involved.
Sex with me is like fire. There's a lot of friction to get it started, but nothing ever comes of it.
Sex with me is like fire. You're gonna spray me with your hose.
Sex with me is like fire. More fun with a lot of people on the beach.
Sex with me is like fire. Our attempts at suppression only makes it worse.
Sex with me is like fire. I'm gonna spread like it.
Sex with me is like fire. Always room for another log.
Sex with me is like fire. Small, and you can blow it out.
Sex with me is like a fire, especially dangerous in the forest.
Sex with me is like a fire. And Prometheus brought it down from the mountain to the people.
Sex with me is like fire. In LA, there's a certain season for it.
Sex with me is like fire. It takes a long time to start and then it gets hot.
Okay, let's do one from Brendan. Light bulb.
Sex with me is like a light bulb. I'm gonna turn you on.
Sex with me is like a light bulb because it's just an idea.
Sex with me is like a light bulb. I'm gonna ruin Chris's improv show.
Sex with me is like a light bulb. You're gonna have to try 10,000 things first before you get it right.
Sex with me is like a light bulb. You won't know how to dispose of me.
Sex with me is like a light bulb. It's hollow inside.
Sex with me is like a light bulb. It takes 4 people to screw me in.
Sex with me is like a light bulb. I CFL can fuck later.
Sex with me is like a light bulb. I know how to filament.
Sex is like sorry.
Nope.
Sex with
me is. No, you
Fuck
do.
you.
No.
Sex with me is like a light bulb. You got to get on a ladder to screw me. Your turn, Bob.
Sex with me is like a light bulb. Be sure to use your tongue stem.
Sex with me is like an eco light bulb. It lasts forever.
Sex with me is like a light bulb. LED. Large, enormous dick.
I think that's
Alright.
taking us to the next one.
Yeah, we're going to the next one. The next one, I wanted to grab one from Boss to Boss. Let's go with Sharpie.
With what?
Sharpie.
Sharpie. Sex
Sharpie.
with me is like a Sharpie. I'm going to make you lightheaded.
Sex with me is like a Sharpie. The effects are permanent.
Sex with me is like a Sharpie. It's not a good idea to sniff it.
Sex with me is like a Sharpie. You can get fun scented flavors.
Sex with me is like a Sharpie. I'll be white and bored.
Sex with me is like a Sharpie. If you fall asleep drunk on the couch, there'll be a dick on your face.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I'm sorry. That's a bad one.
You killed it. You killed it.
All
Next
right,
one.
next one.
It's dead.
Beard.
Sex with me is like a beard. Mike?
Sex with me is like a beard. I just do it to pretend I'm not gay.
All right, no beard. All right, HubSpot. You want to do a HubSpot one, Mike?
These are Jordan's suggestions,
Yeah, they're Jordan's.
obviously.
All right, let's do Windows. Sex with me is like Windows.
Sex with me is like Windows. I'm gonna kill a bird.
Sex with me is like Windows. It's a real pain.
Sex with me is like Windows. I peaked in 95.
Sex with me is like Windows. I'm Pella cool.
Sex with me is like Windows. It's all about ME.
Sex with me is like Windows. I've got UV protected.
Sex with me is like Windows. I haven't updated in quite a while.
Sex with me is like Windows. I'm a 10.
Sex with me is like a new version of Windows. So many bugs.
Sex with me is like Windows. My neighbors are always peeking in.
Okay. All right. I'm going to try something new. I don't know what we're going to do, guys. But I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock just because I can. Let me pause it. All right. What are we going to do? Just a rapid fire? I'm just going to throw
Just
a
see
word.
how many we can get.
Yeah. All right. We're going to pick a word, and we're going to see how many we can get in 60 seconds. Okay? That's a great idea. All right.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
It's a new advancement. It's technology. We need to use it. Also, just because I have it, we're going to do this in black and white. Oh, the contrast is real bad, but it's okay.
Are we all unmuted now, or do we start all unmuted?
The timer already started, Chris.
Huh? Oh, I have
the
it
timer already-
paused. I have it paused.
Okay.
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 So, the word we are going to go with this rapid fire black and white 60 second sex with me pun off is, sorry if that was really loud. Netflix.
I'll keep count.
And the timer starts now.
Sex with me is like Netflix. I'm always asking, are you still watching?
1,
It's like Netflix. Your family shares me.
2,
Sex with me is like Netflix. It's pretty chill.
3,
Sex with me is like Netflix. $5 a month will get you everything you want.
4,
Sex with me is like Netflix. You don't want to see the preview.
5,
Sex with me is like Netflix. I come in the mail.
6,
Sex with me is like Netflix. I used to come to your house, but now I'm just the cam girl.
7,
Sex with me is like Netflix. It's going to involve Adam Sandler.
8,
Sex with me is like Netflix. You got to keep calling your friends to stop using it so you can have your turn.
9,
Sex with me is like Netflix. Afterwards, I'm gonna say nailed it.
10,
Sex with me is like Netflix, except everything is streaming.
11. I've got one. Sex with me is like Netflix. Oh shit, I forgot what it was.
Sex with me is like Netflix. It's pretty chill.
Oh,
we did that one.
How
Sex
many?
with me is like Netflix.
Sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Oh,
We're out of time. We
Amy,
did it.
what was it? What was
Damn
it?
it.
Gone because I'm distracted.
We got 11.
11?
Sex with me is like Netflix, something, something, House of Cards.
Do we want to keep going or stop? I don't know.
Nah,
All
that's
right.
I was going to say something about the quality going down.
Yeah.
I was going to
But
say
I
you,
couldn't
you always
formulate it.
skip the intro.
Are there any good ones in the chat that we should highlight? Let's see.
I'm not seeing any.
Oh no, there's just a lot of responding to people's jokes. I love this.
This is a very appreciative audience. I just want
Yeah.
to like Letitia, like Patricia and Karen Marks and Boss DeVos. All these ha-has are very nice. Thank you.
Fills me with happiness. And me says, thanks for subscribing, Hello World 12345678890.
Whoever that is.
Whoever that is. All right, so does anybody have anything they want to plug coming up?
Next Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. East Coast, I'm going to be on a game show called Run On 2MB Twitch, I believe it is. It's a bunch of Boston people. It's
2MB
really fun.
Studios.
2MB Studios on Twitch.
I
Danny.
got one. I am producing a short film. We are shooting it next Thursday. We have an Indiegogo campaign. If you'd like to contribute, I just dropped a link in the chat. It's a fun story. It's going to be really great. Check out the link and watch the pitch. If you're interested, we'd love to have your contribution.
And oh yeah, Ronnie, what you got?
Oh, hi. I produce a weekly game show on YouTube Live called Roast Yourself, where when comedians get eliminated, they have to roast themselves for 2 or 3 minutes. If you want to watch that, I could put a link in the chat too.
Yeah, throw a link in the chat. When is that on? What time? What day?
It is on, I'm moving it to Saturdays at 10 p.m. Eastern time, so 7 p.m. for you all out west. Nice
and early.
Yeah.
It always works out good for us when people on the East Coast do late night comedy shows. Bad for the East Coast people.
It's not good for me.
All right. Well, this has been really fun. Everybody in the audience, thank you so much for watching. It's been a really great show. Thanks for all the enthusiastic suggestions and stuff like that. And we'll see you guys next week. Also, if you can, thank you for that applause, Jen. If you can and you feel like you can contribute, color of change is a worthy cause, in this time of, stuff going on. So, think about it. There's a link on the About section. Anyway, thanks a lot, guys, and have a good night.